5.
If you have any interest in shooting, you've probably seen ads on social media for the Mantis Laser Academy. This thing is advertised as the way to elevate your dry fire training at home. So is it? Let's talk about it. For those of y'all who haven't seen it, this system consists of a laser cartridge, an app, and targets specific to different types of drills. The app recognizes the targets through the symbols on their corners and tracks your shot placement with your phone's camera. Now, I've been using this system for about 6 months, and I absolutely love it. In those 6 months, I've got over 14,000 rounds through it, and I've seen noticeable improvement on my draw speed, shot placement, and target transitions.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Since I've recently gotten into the world of USPSA competition shooting, this thing has proven invaluable to me. So, what's the best way to use it? To understand that, you first need to understand its limitations. And I'm using the word limitations loosely here because comparing the Mantis Laser Academy to live fire training is just dumb. I see people in the comments all over the place online saying stuff like, it's going to make you develop bad habits because you have to rack the slide after every shot. First off, that's an idiot FUD take. Because if you apply that same logic to any other sort of firearms training, you could make the same claim. The point of Mantis is to drill on the fundamental mechanics of trigger press, target acquisition, and sight picture. You know, I have a feeling the guys making these sorts of comments are the same dudes you see at the range shooting one round every 30 seconds at targets 5 yards away with groups 20 inches wide.
If you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Anyways, I started using Mantis for my draw to first hit drills.
10.
Alright. It comes with 2 sets of targets. So one set is 1/3 scale and the other is 1/4 scale. This is awesome because if you want to practice as if you are shooting at 7 yards, just set up the 1/3 scale targets 7 feet away and you're good to go. One thing I later added is the Coolfire recoil training system. I could do a totally separate review for this, but the concept is simple. The Coolfire barrel acts as a CO2 reservoir that gives you recoil, and the laser muzzle device here replaces the Mantis cartridge. So it all just kind of screws together like so. This system, when paired with the Mantis, allows you to practice things like target transitions and bill drills without having to rack the slide.
5.
But Alex, the recoil isn't as strong as it would be with real ammo. Well, no shit. But the mechanics and the techniques used for recoil management are the same. If you develop good recoil management with Coolfire, it will work with live ammo as well.
It's not that hard, Scott. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Having these two systems together is like having a shooting range in my garage now. Even without the Coolfire system, though, Mantis is great. The vast majority of people who own firearms simply don't shoot often enough. Yeah, that's just my opinion, but I believe that people who carry should train regularly. That said, if you shoot 3 to 4 times per month and go through 300 rounds per session, you're looking at over $200 a month in ammo, at least for 9mm. Mantis allows you to get really smooth with your fundamentals, and it provides you with times and scores you can use to track your improvement. Adding the Coolfire platform just takes it up a notch. I've heard of other systems out there that allow you to fire multiple shots. I don't own them, and I can't speak on how well they work. Last but not least, it's fun. I think I can safely assume that if you've gotten this far in this video, you probably enjoy shooting. This is also enjoyable. You're using your own pistol, pressing a real trigger, and getting scored on your performance. It's going to make you want to get better and practice more, and that's only going to help make you a better shooter when it comes to competition or potential defensive encounters. Are there any cons? Yes, but they're minor at the most. The impact pads on the back of the cartridges do wear out over time, and the system, when I ordered it, this little box right here, only came with one that wore out about 3,000 shots. in. So I had to wait for a replacement, which kind of slowed my training down. I would have been happy to pay for an extra of one of these pads as part of the pricing to have a second one ready to go so I could order replacements and still be able to practice in the meantime. That said, the strike pads do last a few thousand hits each with my Glock G48, so depending on your firearm, your experience may vary. And at $15 or so each, they're not expensive at all. Second con, and this is really just something I think they could do to improve the overall experience. Second thing I don't like are these tiny little batteries for the laser cartridge. These things, look at this, is half a pinky nail in size. So I wish Mantis offered a rechargeable laser variant. This cartridge uses these little bitty batteries. I just really dislike these things. They're easy to lose. I've misplaced a few. If they fall out on a garage floor or in your office, good luck finding it. So yeah, a rechargeable laser variant would be pretty awesome. But that's really it for cons. The app itself has a ton of drills. My personal favorites are the par-timed holster draw for single shot draw to first hit practice, and the open shooting multi-target drill.
10, 8, 8.
To practice 2-hit per target transition drills. So anyways, final thoughts. Has it replaced live fire training for me? Of course not. Does it allow me to drill in the fundamentals while providing me with immediate feedback I can use to make adjustments to my technique at home? 100%. I would kindly recommend it to everyone I know who owns a pistol and strongly recommend it to anyone who carries one. Anyways, that's all I've got. Hopefully you found this useful. Y'all be good to each other.